Okay, so this is another episode of Toy Division. As I was just saying to my guest, I'm trying to keep the editing down to a minimum, but anyone that knows me knows that I end up spending hours and hours. Just to give people context, this is February 2026, and my amazing guest today texted me at 5:30 a.m. Australia Eastern Standard Time, and I'd been really unorganised and forgotten, and I had a few beers last night, so I woke up and thought, fuck. So people know that I love a coffee, so I've got my name on this. Actually, I won't turn it around. I've got a black coffee.
My yerba.
Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. Is that what's that? Club Mate. Is that alcohol or is it something else?
Yerba mate.
Oh. Andrew,
so also caffeine.
Huberman would love you. I don't know if you know who Andrew Huberman is, but he loves a bit of yerba mate. That's okay. All right. Well, there you go. So I've got black coffee. And
cool.
This is a graffiti podcast. Hey, what supplements are you taking? And then I've got some filtered water with creatine, which is really good for sleep deprivation. And energy and lifting weights, and also I've got some sodium, potassium, and magnesium liquid in there. So anyway, bore people to death with that. But just to give everyone an awareness, I put a shout out on the Toy Division Instagram, which is Toy Division 2. That's Toy Division 2 on Instagram. Bit of advertising. Yes. And I put a call out for people from different parts of the world, because I've talked to lots of people from Australia, lots of people from England, the UK, a couple of people from the United States, but there's graffiti scenes. I know this might shock some people, but there's graffiti scenes outside of the US and Australia and the UK, and I put a shout out, and one of the countries I was looking for, someone from Poland, and as we confirmed, or I had to remind myself before starting, today's guest is from Poland, but I got confused because you said you were on holiday in Italy when you messaged me. So thank you for reaching out, and I'd love to get some information about the Polish graffiti scene, the history, how you got into it. So let's kind of start, because I ramble and I don't let the guests speak because I talk too much. So Poland, to give people who maybe don't know much about the rest of the world, and I'm thinking about our United States listeners, no offense United States listeners, where is Poland in the world? I know that's an odd question, but if someone was like, where's Poland, like where is Poland?
In the middle of Europe, or maybe a little bit east.
Yeah, so if people were thinking, because I had someone go the other day, that, when people say Euro style, like there's this term Euro style, and you're like, you do realise Europe is a continent with over 30 plus countries in it, right? And Poland is, I guess you could say it's like correct me if I'm wrong, might be just really ignorant, you can just shout at me if this is wrong. But it was what was referred to back in the days of the USSR as being part of the Eastern Bloc. Is that right?
Yes. Okay. The Soviet Union.
Yes, the bad old days, or as some people who I think differently say, the good old days. But that's not me making any judgment.
I was too young to remember.
Yeah, I mean that was all I remember was being scared of nuclear war. When I was like 6 or 7. As you do when you're a child. But Poland is now part of the European Union, correct?
Yes.
So that's
20 years,
and until the UK supposedly voted, England, Scotland and Wales were also part of the European Union, but we've now left. So shit. Anyway, I digress. So Poland. Okay.
Yes.
Graffiti in Poland.
Yeah.
For you, what were the first, or who were the first people or writers that you became aware of when you were just starting out? Who were some people that you noticed in terms of writing where you lived?
Yeah, I lived in a small town, around 400. Nowadays it's like 40,000 population. Yeah, and I around 98, 97, I just start to notice some pieces around my center of my town. Yeah, and those were my first role models for me. Yeah.
And were those track sides? Were they road sides? Were they
yeah, first I noticed it in the more the city center. There was like a small herb factory with a nice wall, and there was like color pieces over there. It was like a small hall of fame.
Yeah.
And also on the townhouses, on the back of the townhouses, there's also some abandoned places where there was some pieces, and yeah, I just started to notice it there. Yeah, and I got hooked.
Yeah. What do they say? There's the idea that it's like graffiti is a bit of a sickness. It's like once you catch it, it can be. You can have like a. It can. I think most writers can agree with this, where you catch the bug or you catch the sickness, and it's always there. For some people, it's really bad and you're really sick, and then you might get well for a while, but then it comes back even more. So it's a bit of a wave, but like you're hooked. So that's interesting then, because if you were in a smallish town of 40,000 people,
yeah,
it surprises me, because I guess I came from an area where there was just very little to nothing, but there was actually some pretty good pieces. So was there a little graffiti scene in your town? Or from your awareness, was that people that had come from outside of your town?
No, it was the older guys, like 3-4 years older than me.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was like maybe three crews already, and they were like the first generation. Yeah, I was the second generation for them. Yeah.
And I was just gonna say, they're probably the cool guys. The cool guys.
Yeah,
everyone was a bit. Yeah, I remember there was writers near where I lived, and we were lucky. We had a university that had an art and design course, but I'd always see them as the cool guys or the scary guys, or the tall guys who could do. Yeah,
they were riding or roller blades. Yeah, you know, the aggressive style on grinding the streets. Yeah.
Yeah, and so did you ever end up meeting those writers in like painting with them? Was that something?
Later on. Later on, like we first. Me and my neighbor created a crew. We know each other from roller blades also. So it was like a gateway to graffiti in our town.
It's interesting because rollerblading, I rollerbladed as well, but we got so much abuse from the older guys who were skateboarders that we pretty much all took up skateboarding instead. But I do remember rollerblading was at a certain point very, very, very popular with many people.
Yeah, and it's coming back now. Now there's like a shop near me that is selling like rollerblades.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? It's interesting. I'd actually probably, if I was going to take up something again, considering how many times I've injured myself skateboarding, I would probably rollerblade.
Yeah, I might be also considering like I can borrow for one day or something.
Well, I just think about my ankles. You know, I don't know how old you are now, but I'm 42 years old, And anytime I bought a skateboard a few years ago because I was having not a midlife crisis, but I was like, I'm going to get back into skateboarding, and maybe I'll start smoking a bit of hash, because that's what I did in my teenage years. Didn't end up smoking the hash. Tried to do one ollie in my house and fell over and smashed my arm, and injured myself. So maybe it's rollerblading. Okay, so just to recap then, a small-ish town, you know, back in 97, 98-ish, quite young. There was a wall in the city centre. There was the cool older guys who maybe had been the first generation. And then later on you met them. And that's all. I always find that quite weird. You know, when you kind of not idolise, but these are the cool guys. And you're like, wow, they're so cool. And then you end up meeting them and painting with them. And it's a bit like they're actually just cool guys. So is there any major cities near where you grew up? So I'm trying to give people a bit of an awareness of, because, you know.
Like the 70, 80 kilometers away is the bigger city Lodz. It's like in this middle of the Poland land,
Yeah. How do you spell that? How's it spelled?
Lobz.
Lobz. I look up lobs and it came up with lobster. Whoops. I'm just trying to give people some geo. Okay. Oh, that's letters I've never seen before.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
With this,
What is
extras?
See, this is why I love doing these conversations, because I actually learn a lot. So I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so it's Lobz.
Yes.
And how is it pronounced? Lodz? Is that right?
Łódź.
Okay, I'll let you pronounce that because I'm just going to embarrass myself. So it's a city in central Poland known as a former textile manufacturing hub.
Yeah, it's like a little Detroit or Manchester. It's comparing to.
Interesting. Once a factory, the restored manufacturer complex is now a lively cultural and arts centre. Oh, cool. So that was the major city near where you grew up. So
yes, and I also was traveling there for family for like a cinema with the school, and I also saw there some good pieces, and of course panels. There
wow,
a lot of panels from this town.
Well, interestingly enough, my first exposure to Polish graffiti many years ago, which we will go into, was some VHS tape videos by Polish writers, and we can talk about that in a minute. But this is my ignorance. I know. You probably know the one. You know the one, but we'll leave that in people's minds. Someone will be watching this going, I know what they're going to say. I know it. You see this one here? See, this is my ignorance. What letter is that?
It's a L with a cross.
Oh, okay. See, that's my ignorance. Okay, so it's an L with... Oh, so it's... Okay, all right. I won't try and pronounce it. I know people are like, talk about the graffiti, but what I like to do is build a picture in people's mind where we're talking about. Because now I'm doing video episodes. Let's have a quick click on this and it will open up. So just to give people an awareness. So this is where that city is. I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I'll sound like an idiot. But let's zoom out.
Yeah.
And you said there we go, Poland. So Poland is next to Germany. You got Belarus on the other side, Lithuania, Slovakia. Is that the Czech Republic? Is that where?
Yes.
Okay. God, I sound so ignorant, don't I? And then, if people are wondering where is that in relation to England, England's here. I'm giving people like a geography lesson, but here is where Poland is, and as you said, bang in the middle of Poland. Okay.
Yes.
And this is again my lack of geography knowledge. I think the main place that I know is Warsaw, but that's the capital, right? Warsaw.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what I am today. Yes.
And that's where you are now.
Yes.
Okay, all right. See, thank you. Everyone's like, oh, thank you, Mr. TD, and today's guest for giving me some geography lessons. Okay, so you're talking about panels now.
Yes.
Okay, now I think the Polish scene is well known for panels. I'm gonna guess. This is a little guessing game. So, if we talked about some Polish influences, was there any magazines or was there any videos that came out that really... Yeah, so do you want to talk to me about that?
Yes, the first magazine is like Ślisk. It's... the word is meaning like slide or something, because it was also like a magazine about extreme sports like skateboarding and rollerblades and snowboarding. Okay. And there was like also a little chapter, few pages with the graphs over there.
Right. Okay. So it wasn't specifically about
music. Plus music. It's later on it became more hip hop magazine and less extreme sports. So there was also more graffiti later on.
Okay, so it was one of those things where it was kind of it covered multiple topics, but over
like
time,
lifestyle, yeah.
Because in Poland, correct me if I'm wrong, and again, I think I'll have to put Poland on the list of places to visit because I'm just so ignorant. But I guess you're quite blessed with snow, so snowboarding, skiing, whatever people want to do. So you've got that. Then you've got cities, so you've got the ability to do skateboarding, rollerblading, etc. But you were saying with that magazine over time, it kind of became less extreme sports and more hip hop, music, graffitis sort of thing. Okay, that's interesting. And again, I'm going to just sound like a right idiot. How do I spell the name of that magazine? Could you... Because I want to try and find it and then show people on the screen. How do I spell it?
S-L...
Yeah.
E...
Yeah.
Z... And G.
Okay, thank God you spelled it out for me. First thing that comes up, don't you love it, where Google, it goes, people also ask, is graffiti illegal in Poland? Yes. Of course it is. I just get sidetracked. I don't think it will come up. Was it quite an old school mag?
Yeah, maybe White Magazine. Ślisk magazine. Ślisk.
Thank God you're pronouncing it for me, because I would just embarrass myself. Now, the thing is, I then get distracted because what comes up... Okay, anyway, I'll stop trying to find this magazine. So, if you could describe to people, because the things I remember very much was the orange trains in Poland. Now, were those the trains across Poland, or were they only in certain... Do you know all the ones or you would know the ones I'm talking about?
Yes, I can show you even the picture I have.
You wearing a high vis as well. I love it.
You're talking about this one?
Actually, I wasn't, but that's even more classic.
Yeah.
And also, I've just noticed you're wearing a high vis.
Yeah.
You're wearing a high visibility top.
Yeah.
Amazing. In character. I love it. So what model of train? Because we do have a lot of train nerds who listen to this. So can you show us that again? So what model was that?
It's EN57.
EN57. Okay. And so are you a bit of a train nerd?
Yes, I am.
So do you want to give us a bit of... Okay. Now I'm getting overexcited. The caffeine's kicking in. So the EN57, is that now a model that is long gone? Was that like a classic?
No. There is like still running a lot of it. It was like 2,000 of them. Now I don't know how much left, but there are still on some abandoned yards, but also renewed and still running.
Okay, so just the wonders of the internet, I just put in EM57 on Reddit.
Yeah, that's the classic colorway.
This is the oldest train in everyday passenger service in Poland, the EN57-038. And here's a pic I took of it today. Is this the kind of thing where you see this and you're like, it's... Because I see old British trains and it just gets me really excited. And that's the thing, with graffiti, you start off wanting to, decorate the trains. Yeah. Then you start to love the trains. That's
You start to
Look at that. It's a beautiful train. Now I'm just two train nerds. It's 6:45 in the morning in Australia time. That's a beautiful.
And few of those was also in Slovenia.
Oh, okay. So they wasn't just in Poland. It went to Slovenia.
Yeah. They exported it to the Slovenia when it was also Soviet.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, so they're the old models, and maybe we've put off 50% of people watching. They're like fucking train nerds. The other 50% of people are just going, yes, more trains. Okay, so the EM57 was the classic model, but when I put in Poland, the ones I remember from, and I'm still asking people to just guess which video I'm talking about. We will reveal in a minute. With these, where are they? So that's the more modern colorway, isn't it? The green and the white.
That's the Warsaw Mazovian region.
This. I know that's only the front, but I remember.
Wait, I must move. It's the same, but it's just the classic colorway. Yeah, it was gone around like 2005 or 6.
Okay.
They just changed it.
Okay. There we go. This is again, you're talking to a fellow train nerd, so I'm hyped. Okay, so did they refit and kind of adjusted the models and changed the colorway? That's interesting.
Yes.
For nerds like us, that's interesting. For other people, they're like, I thought we were going to talk about graffiti, but this is about trains. So when you were saying you were going to, I'm not going to pronounce the city name. So you started seeing panels. Was there anybody that you started to notice? Was there any writers that you saw them and you were like, oh, they are the heavy hitters? Correct me if I'm wrong. Quite a lot of things used to run in Poland and for quite a long time, right?
It was Bronxed, how you can call it. There was like in this Łódź town, there was this crew, LOT.
Yeah.
Lords of Terror.
Lords of Terror?
Yeah.
Was that quite scary when you were like, because I guess you were an out-of-towner and you would have been like, oh, Lords of Terror. It's a bit terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lords of Terror. Wow. Okay. And again, just giving people an awareness. I mean, was one of my goals when I first started was all I had was this goal was like, I want to paint trains in London. I didn't know where, I didn't know how, but painting a train in London was the big thing for me. It was this, once I've painted a train in London, I can just give up because that's all I ever want to do. Did you have any goals when you first started out in your smallish town of 40,000-ish people? Were you I
was this lucky. I have like a layup and a small yard where these trains were sleeping mostly on the weekends. So I in like 2004-5 I started to do some panels. You
started to add to the Bronx part of the Polish graffiti.
In this time it was already more usually buffed.
Okay, all right, because
around 2002 it stopped to be so Bronxed.
Okay, all right. So this is giving a nice timeline. So we're talking, and I know that some people are listening to this podcast and they weren't even born when we're talking about. Like, it makes me feel pretty old, but there was people that were like, wow, you guys are so old, 2002, that's ages ago. And I'm like, I was born in 1983, so I am old now. It's all relative though. So with that then, in terms of then, so you had a layup, right?
Yeah.
Was it that it was, and you don't have to give the specific details, but for me, we had a local yard, like a big old school, probably we're talking like 50, 60, 70-year-old. It was all falling apart. There was no fence. You could pretty much just walk in from a field. There was no fences, but we were so scared. We were like, oh, this is the big, and it's like now I look back and I just think, oh my God, we could have done so much. Was it?
Yeah.
Were you now looking back? Were you like at the time thinking this is really hard? And now you're like, I could have just done whole trains.
Exactly. It's always like this.
And you know what was really disappointing? When I got a bit older, people would say, oh, where are you from? And I'd say where I was from. And they'd go, oh yeah, it's a good yard there. And I'm like, oh yeah. They're like, you done it? I was like, yeah, a couple of times. And they're like, yeah, man, a Sunday. Those Sundays where they just have nobody there. And I was like, what do you mean? And they'd be like, what, you never went there on a Sunday? I was like, no. And they're like, they used to be, it would Saturday night. From Saturday night till Monday morning, there would be no workers, no cleaners, nobody in there for a whole day. And I never knew that. And people used to just go in there and just do like... Anyway, I digress. That's one of my regrets. I just didn't know. So the Polish scene... Okay, I'm going to reveal what this VHS that I've been talking about is... Does it begin with an M? The letter M for Mike. Is it a reference to a film? I'm just being really annoying here. Is it a reference to a film or the same name as a film that Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith were in the 1990s?
Yes, exactly.
Is it Men in Black?
Yes.
Yes! All right. Okay. All right. Now, people may laugh at me being annoying because I could have just said Men in Black, but for many of us, oh God, the wonders of the internet. I don't think the internet is always good, but I'm just going to bring up on the screen this photo. I'd searched Men in Black graffiti, and it came up with.
It's a trilogy, yeah? There are three parts.
Yeah. Well, I only had Men in Black 1 on VHS because what I was trying to explain is that actually getting... Sorry, I'm now getting distracted with what's on the screen. Getting this type of stuff was not easy. It's not like today where you could go onto YouTube and type in 1UP, whole train, action, right?
Right.
You would have it where you'd need to... Okay, you could go to a graffiti store, but to find these videos, I'd have to travel like an hour and a half to a major city and hunt through record stores or find... Maybe there'd be a store that sells records that might have, I don't know, Dirty Hands 2 on VHS. In terms of then you finding magazines and videos and... Did you have to do the same thing, or how did you get the information yourself?
Yeah, the first true graph magazine I owned was from a shop in a city nearby me. Yeah. There was a small a hip hop store with a graph logo brands. And they have a small corner with some cans and sometimes also some DVDs or something. And there was Coast Up. It was a magazine from the by the sea. Yeah, from the people from Men in Black. Yeah.
Okay, so, and because I'm just going to show you this photo. I was trying not to laugh, but thank you for giving me that info, because this is something which I think maybe people of a younger generation, and I'm not saying you don't realise how lucky you are, you young lads have got it, or young lasses, or young people have got it so easy, but it was a mission to try and work out where to go, who people were. It wasn't as easy as just open up your phone and on Instagram you've got footage of panels and whole cars and whole trains. It was like you needed to be dedicated. But then the generation before me, and it sounds like you and I started around the same time, the generation before us, there was no internet. There was no, I remember I was talking to an Australian writer and they were saying one person had a copy of Style Wars they'd got off television, and then it was copied and copied and copied and copied, and his copy, the video and the audio were not in line. So and it was all like anyway, I'm going to show you this picture on the screen. So this is, I looked up Men in Black, and I'm assuming this text is all in Polish, so I can't read it. But maybe you could, when I share it on the screen, you could tell me what this says. Okay. And I just love the photo. It's look at that photo. That's the old school. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I remember. So is that model of train, is that a EN57?
It could be some, no, it's similar, but it's not the same. I think it's they were also exported or imported. I don't remember now, but they was also used in Berlin. I think this model. Okay.
Now
it's a old school.
To our viewers,
in Berlin.
Because just to let people know, and I know you would know this already, being from Poland, but people might have heard of, actually no, I'm about to go into a whole history lesson. Go and look up USSR, Soviet Union on the internet and you'll understand. I was about to go, well, there was something called the Berlin Wall, and behind the Berlin, and it's like, no, this is about graffiti. But it is relevant because what you're saying there is, correct me if I'm wrong, because of the Soviet Union, a lot of the trains would have been taken from one country to another and used in different places. So it wasn't like...
Yes, exactly. Most of the subway systems have the same models in all the Soviet and ex-Soviet.
Now we're talking about Soviet era metro systems. That is now we're in. I just want to give a shout out to good guy Boris and the Grifters. And Eraflict for a book which I have been lent by a friend, and I think it's Inside and Out, and it's all about the what is it, hang on, it's the not Belarus, what's the capital of Bulgaria, Sofia Metro. That's an amazing book. Anyway, I just keep, sorry, our lovely guest, I just go off on so many tangents. Okay, so Men in Black.
Yep.
It was a trilogy.
Yes.
Tell me about the first time you ever found... Can you remember when you first watched it, how you found it? Give me that story, because I think it sounds like it was a big thing.
It was like... first I saw the second episode, Men in Black 2.
Yeah.
And my crewmate, had faster internet, and he was on there was this program DC++, and where you can exchange the files, and he found a channel where they were exchanging all the movie DVD rips, and he burned it for me on a CD, and then I saw it for the first time.
And was that for you something, and I'm putting words in your mouth, but I'm just, because these are the types of things where I can still remember the first time I watched Dirty Hands 2. I can still remember the first time I watched...
the music,
And so I build up playlists of the music from. So I've got a Dirty Hands 3 playlist. I've got a Dirty Hands 2 playlist. There's one called London's White Trash, which is all London. So for me, I remember getting that and I remember this is how obviously important it was for me. I remember putting it into the VHS player at my mate's house. And it blew my mind. All these people I'd seen as these unknown writers there, I can see them actually doing graffiti.
So
Men in Black 2,
the first using the breaks and do it on the platforms,
because that was something which blew my mind, because in Poland it was like, these guys are just hardcore, these guys are doing these trains.
Punk.
It just seemed like, I mean, again, I'm just too much of a graffiti nerd. So if you're thinking about that, and I've just brought that photo up on my screen again of them held like this with the plastic bags over their head. That's a really good photo. So did Men in Black, or that trilogy, and you can tell me as much as you like, was that something which pushed you further and more to be more active, and you're like, okay, this is what I need to do? Did it give you insights and awareness of like, okay, it's about trains?
Of course. Of course. And there was also like a lot of movies from Sweden that I watched thanks to my crewmate who was downloading it. And from Czechia also, and also obviously from Germany, Netherlands, France, all the good stuff.
Oh mate, this is getting me all hyped. Okay, so let's think about, and the reason why I go through these is because I think documenting the history and our influences and how the graffiti scene, especially the train painting scene, is such a international underground scene. I think a lot of people don't quite, I don't know, do you have it where you talk to obviously selected people? Maybe you have, I don't talk to my family about it, but I'll talk to, say, my wife. She has friends who have never had anything to do with graffiti ever. And they're like, oh, why did you go to X country? And I was like, to paint trains. And they go, what? And I'm like, they're like, what do you mean? And I go, oh, paint the train. And they're like, and obviously I would need to know them. It wouldn't just be I've just met them. And then I start talking to them about it, and they're like, I never had any awareness. So do you have it where you have maybe friends, family, loved ones, where you tell them and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I remember one time, like we was on the pub with my friend, and he was just random talking to some chick about it, and it was a interesting situation.
It can either come across as you're cool and they're like, oh, this is really exciting and underground, or they go, you fucking loser. But they're not the women for us, are they? That's the thing. That's not the lady for you. If they're not down with it, they're not down with it. So and again, we're keeping this anonymous, but you talked about Sweden, Czech Republic, Germany, France. Did those videos make you think, I want to go to these places and paint there? Was that something that motivated you? Because I think for a lot of people,
of course, we first my friend went to Rome, and he met there some old school guy who was still making panels, and they contact via Fotolog. There was Fotolog, like Instagram with less functions, and me later on also went to the Netherlands, and I was invited by some older guy, and he done with me a wall. And next time we met, a year later, we made a panel. So yeah.
Mate, this is what I love about graffiti writing culture. There's so many elements to it that aren't friendly, but in many ways, it's one of the things where I've met, and I continue to meet people across the world, and that's one of the things I love the most, because, you know, you meet someone and you could end up knowing them for the rest of your life, and it's through graffiti, this common thing. I mean, I never would be talking to you if we both didn't do graffiti, and that's what I love about this culture. Okay, it can be very ego, you know, a lot about the personal ego, and it can be very self-centered, but actually, like you're talking about there, you mean you're going to different parts of the world, as I have done, meet with someone, and then they often will be incredibly friendly and like like started. I just uploaded some photos from the local yard. I when I was in the Netherlands, and the dude just write to me, "Yo, you I see you also write, so maybe you can come to my town and and
do something."
The wonders of the internet. One of the main things which I used to use was MSN Messenger. In England, that was like, I think that software bred probably millions of pounds, if not billions of pounds of damage to trains.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's damage, I think it's decoration, so hey ho.
Yeah, of course, you can also clean it away, so what's the damage?
There you go. It's literally like a pressure wash. So in Poland, and this is me just being generally more inquisitive, because in different countries, people have, or the culture sees graffiti in different ways. Here in Australia, it's seen as a real scourge on society, but then street art is celebrated. I mean, I've interviewed someone from Paris before, and he was saying in Paris, normally people will walk past, you might be doing a throw up or a piece, and they're like, they're not going to bother you. In Paris, it's like, don't bother. Whereas in other cities, where I grew up, if someone sees you, they're running after you, they're trying to drag you to the ground. In Poland, what is the general, and I know you can't talk on behalf of all Polish people,
of course,
but what is the general kind of viewpoint of graffiti these days? Is it
first it was like a very exotic, so not all people know what to do with it, but today it's more like I think tolerable, but there's always someone who doesn't like it, and will tell you, even when you do a legal wall or something, and he can tell you, I don't like it, make something more pretty.
And you're like, or I'm sure they say this, I like this, and they'll point at, maybe you've done a complex piece and a character, and I like this, but I don't like those tags. And then you just go, okay, because I've tried to explain it to people before, and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear, well, this is just a big tag. And the thing is, though, it's almost like if you tell someone that you do tags, even when you were younger, I mean, I still do tags now regularly. It's almost like I go from being someone when they're interested in my art or whatever I'm doing, and then I'm like, oh, I do tags, and they're like, you're scum. You are scum. You are scum. You are scum. And I'm like, yes, I am. Thank you. So in general, so I guess in Poland, correct me if I'm wrong, when you first started, because Poland stopped being part of the Eastern Bloc 1990s, is that right? Or is it?
Yes.
Okay. So was
26 years.
Was there still quite a lot of, how can we put it, post-industrial places to go and paint? So like old factories and
old mill, old factory, something like this.
And was that kind of like a bit of a playground for? I mean, that's kind of like the writer's dream, isn't it? Really, Was there any local places? So you had a local layup, you were saying, or local-ish?
Yes.
Did you have any what we might call here in Australia abandoned buildings, or Australians call it abandos?
Yeah, there been some small, not so big, but yeah, we're traveling to the local other towns where there was some bigger old mill.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a building with 5 or 6 floors to free to ride. Yeah.
5 or 6 floors. Oh,
yes.
Do you still have any? Did you? Because some people, aka me, before I actually started painting, really, I would just go and look at graffiti and take photos. And I'm so pleased I did, because I still have years and years and years of documented photos.
Yes.
Was that the kind of thing that you did? Would you go and get photos of other people's pieces? Or was it just, oh, I've got a shit camera, it's only my pieces? What? Yeah.
No, I like to document, the whole event. So yeah, I have like some pieces of friends also.
Because I'm like, we need to get you on for part 2. You can bring out some old photos of like the things that you've seen, because this is what I'm trying to do. I don't know if you've seen the latest episode before this episode.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah. And that's why I was joking about the editing, because I said to the person, hey, I want to keep the editing low. I'd probably spent about 6 hours on that one. So in terms of then what graffiti means to you these days, and again, you don't have to give me finer details.
Yeah.
But we're talking about having that sickness, having that illness where we've still got it. Is graffiti a really, really big part of your life now? I know it is, but I mean, is it something which is hyper-focused, or is it like with many people, you have like a job, a family, etc.? How does graffiti fit into your life now after this many years painting?
It's like a getaway, like an alter ego, because I don't brag about it. I also still like to do something more like illegal, or chill but illegal. So I don't brag about it much. It's like I'm a secret agent. Yeah.
A chill illegal. Yeah, there's nothing more exciting. And again, I'm talking in theory here, because I'd still do absolutely no illegal graffiti ever. Just in case anyone's wondering. But I would say from past experiences, there is nothing more exciting than getting out and on your own or with some friends, doing a nice chill-legal, as we might call it, chilled but illegal. And I feel like it keeps me young. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, and this alter ego you're talking about as well. So in terms of then giving people some awareness of some very well-known Polish writers, if someone said to you, well, which is what I'm going to do, who are the most well-known Polish graffiti writers from your perspective? And this is not, in case anyone from Poland's watching this, please don't get angry that me and today's guest don't mention a specific writer. This is just our perspective. It doesn't mean that we're saying someone else doesn't matter. But who are some well-known or very well-known Polish graffiti writers? Too many to choose from.
Yeah. Who could I mention?
Because I like to give people the awareness. I like to give people like the kings, they can be legal.
I can tell about the guy who I t-shirt wear. It's Secular. He is like a hand style calligraphic dude.
How do you spell his tag? Or how do you spell the tag?
SICOER.
Sikoa, because I'm going to bring it up on the screen, because I want to give people. So So Sikoa. Oh, it came up. Sikoa Graffiti. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Is this... Please let me know if this is not the right person, but fuck, this is good.
I think from the reaction, it's proper.
Ah. This person?
Yes.
So this is an interview. So I'll put this into the show notes because this is on handstyler.com.
Yeah, he's like a hand-style calligraphic dude.
That's insane. Whilst on my travels around Europe in 2013, naturally I was keeping an eye for any sick hand styles across this multiple... Oh no, this is the interviewer saying this. So this person went to Poland and noticed Sikoa. Okay, because for me, and I think this is probably because this person has done some... So yeah, I'll put this in the show notes for everyone, but just... I can't really zoom. Let's just have a look. Fuck, that is good. God, that is so much more complex than I can do. Shout out to... Is it pronounced Sikoa? Is that right?
I don't know, actually. I did never hear it in in someone's mouth, so I don't know.
But that's the t-shirt that you're rocking around your face. So shout out to Sikoa.
Yeah.
And if Sikoa's got a Instagram or whatever, I will put it in the show notes. So for me, someone that really... And I guess I can reveal... I'm not revealing where this person's from. I think it's kind of obvious, but I won't say the specific tag because I guess people would know anyway. But there's a certain train writer who did a lot of London Underground. And that person to me was I'm pretty sure they're Polish. Maybe go and check out City of Paranoia if people know what City of Paranoia is.
Yeah, I know the guys. Yeah,
and that for me, again, I love this exploratory part of that. So go and check that out. I'll put that in the show notes. So, okay, so as always, I've asked many questions, and as I said, thank you so much for talking with me, because I talk very fast, and I talk very quick, but we've covered, so I'm just going to go back over some of the points that we've talked about. So,
cool.
You know, starting 97, 98, there was 3 crews in your local area, which you ended up then meeting those dudes. It was like the cool guys.
Yeah.
But you were 70 to 80 kilometers from a major city, which is, I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but to my terrible... There you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you said it perfectly. Yeah. Because for me, I'm so English. I look at it and I just go, Lods. And then I look at it, it's like, is that a T or an L? Is that Lods? So yeah, that city.
Yeah, more like a W.
There you go, exactly. And that's why I'm not even attempting to do it, because I'll sound like an idiot. We then also mentioned the EN57 train model, which got us on a sidetrack, pun intended, talking about trains. So shout out to all the train nerds. And then we spoke about you having gone to those cities and seeing it being bronxed. There being the Lords of Terror crew. Terrifying.
Yes.
And then how things like Men in Black really started to motivate you and made you aware of Sweden, Czech, well, not necessarily Men in Black, but this more worldwide train scene. And then you've travelled and you've gone around the world, painted trains with people, and you still enjoy doing graffiti. And it's like an alter ego, chill-legal, and it still brings you joy. Have I summed up quite well? Is that quite a good sum?
Yeah.
Excellent. What I do is I end up writing everything. Oh, terrible. I end up writing everything down with my with my terrible handwriting. So okay, well, I guess, is there anything else you want to tell me about the Polish scene? Because I know I've been asking you a lot of questions. But is there anything else that you think, there could be someone listening to this in Australia, England? Because it's wild, because I see where people listen to this and it's all over the world. I know that's how the internet works. But is there anything else that you would like people to know about Poland or the Polish graffiti scene where you think this is important to understand or to know?
I don't know. Nothing comes to my head right now.
I'd say go and watch fucking Men in Black 1, Men in Black 2, Men in Black 3. That's a good starting point. They're old, but that's probably some very important Polish history.
Okay. Yeah, I can relate, yes.
I put you on the spot. You're like, fuck, I don't know. That's the thing. It's like if someone said to me, what were some things that you'd want to tell people about UK graffiti? I'm like, where the fuck do I start?
Yeah.
So just to let people know, you can just go onto YouTube. I'm just doing it now. I'll tell you what, let's give the viewers a bit of a treat. A little bit of a treat. I just put Men in Black 2, and what came up? That. I don't think that's the Men in Black we're talking about.
Yep.
This one here. Now you can see this is listed as best scene. So I'm just gonna make sure.
the train surfing. Yeah.
I'm just gonna share sound. Mono. Okay. Share sound. Yes. Content only as background. Okay. Let's. Could you hear that weird sound there? Did you hear that?
Yes.
Jesus, this is good quality.
Okay. I don't know. The screen is freezed on my side.
Oh damn! That was me getting all excited. Hang on. All right, let's share that again. Okay, this should now. How's that? Back? Can you see that again?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna wind it. I'm getting what Aussies call G'd up on this. This is like, I know people might look at it, the youngsters. So your screen sharing is paused. Oh, no, it's because I've actually paused the video. Aussie writers might look at this and be like, oh no, not Aussie writers, younger writers. They're like, what the fuck is this video? It's terrible. But think about this as in a time machine. Like, seeing this.
Low-key.
Yeah, it was like this change. This is the kind of thing which probably changed people's lives for the better and for the worse. So anyway. Yes.
It's free. It freezes on my side. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck? No, the system doesn't want us to. Oh, come on. Why is it you are you can see this, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's running now. Yeah?
And it stops.
And that's because I'm going pause and start. So that's still going, right?
Yeah, now it's going.
Okay,
yeah.
We're in. I'm not going to full screen it. Don't do this, young people.
Yeah.
Don't train surf.
Ja pierdolę, czubek.
Uważaj, nie przeciągaj struny. Ty wiesz, jak jestem wariat.
Dangerous. Don't do this, young people. Now I feel a bit guilty because train surfing is incredibly dangerous, and young people should not. Anybody, do not train surf. If you want to die fucking fast, that's a perfect way to do it. So this is a disclaimer. Okay, I was getting hyped up, but actually I thought there was going to be some graffiti in there. Do not train surf.
Yeah.
It's fucking dangerous. And if you, like, no one wants to go to your funerals or funeral viewers, listeners. I think I just need to put that disclaimer out there. So I know that I'm going to not take up much of your time. I'm sure it's getting pretty late where you are, but I want to bring up a bit of Men in Black where there's actually the panels because, okay, here we go. Here's the official trailer of Men in Black 2. So this will give a nice view. And okay, now I'm going to share on my screen. I'll be putting all the links to this in the show notes for people that are listening audio only. But history is very important in this culture. Learn your history, because if you come into contact with older writers, if you know your history, that's way more impressive. Like a young person who's maybe a toy, but they know their history, they show respect, and they understand this game. Trust me, you'll be in a much better state. Also, don't train surf. Okay, all right. Cops Ain't Shit magazine presents. Here we go. This is more like it. I don't know how you feel about that, but
yeah, I didn't saw it. I think in years this intro, or it's a trailer. Yeah,
EWC. That's the crew I remember, and for me, seeing these fucking crazy people on the platforms, filling in whole cars, bombing like the inside. I remember just being like, this Poland place is crazy. Tell you what, we can discuss this off air, but I think I need to come to Poland in real life because, man, I know that's not what it's like these days, but yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it's getting me hyped up. Okay, so I guess I've asked you 1,000,000,001 questions. You've really helped give an insight into Poland. Is there anyone you want to shout out? Is there anybody you like? I want to shout this person out, or this crew out.
My girlfriend, my dog.
Oh yes,
all the people I met and ride with. Yeah.
Girlfriend and dog though, that is a massively good shout out. I don't know if your girlfriend's your girlfriend might be in the background being like, fuck, when's this gonna end? But
yeah, she's in the bedroom. Yeah.
Just like it's late now. My wife, I've probably woken her up because it's only 7:30 a.m. here. Anyway, shout out to the people you know. And I mean, I just want to shout out anyone that listens to this podcast. I want to shout out to all the writers out there spending our time, blood, sweat, tears, money, freedom, lack of sleep, traveling all over the place to do this wild thing that we call graffiti writing. Shout out to you. And also, young people or anyone, don't fucking train surf. I might actually take that bit out because I feel like I could be responsible for some deaths. Anyway, I digress. All right, mate. Well, I'm going to stop recording, and if you just stay on the line, so I'm just going to stop recording. So thank you very much.